He was left abandoned, naked, out there in the desert. After years of partnership and working together, his mates have left him one morning, hungover and with nothing but his hands and his naked body. He wondered all the way, how did they leave him there, and why? He had been unusually annoying lately, he knew, but to take it that far? Things didn't quite fit in his understanding. For now, there was no way to know why. He just had to keep up looking for a place, for some water, for shelter. Otherwise, he would inevitably die, soon. Water. I need water. Where are my mates? Where did they go? Did they really leave me? What the hell? What's that over there? Am I saved? So he found the place he was looking for, finally somewhere he could rest, take some water, and try to find the ride back to the city where he came from. The place looked rather unfamiliar though. Actually, it looked like a fortress. What was this new place he had found? He kept walking naked towards the entrance of this place. Would he find shelter there? What he was expecting, and also, was this place occupied by someone, or had it been abandoned in the desert too? Wow, that door sure is big. What are they holding there? Is there anyone there? I hope I can get some water there. At least a sip. A sip would do. Quite a big door that was. What was this place for? In the middle of the desert? Days away from the closest village? There was surely something going on here, but what was it? Would they open the door? Would someone hear his knocking on the other side of this huge door? And would this place be a shelter for him? Or maybe the opposite? This sure is a damn huge door. I wonder why they need it so big. Who knows? Are they here anyway? Is there someone in? No ring? I guess I'll have to knock. They opened the door. Suddenly he heard the noise and the door started opening slowly. Once the door opened, he was greeted by this robot? No, it was someone wearing some kind of mechanical aid suit. Come quick! We need all the help we can get. I'm glad you are here. I need some clothes, some water. Will you give me some, please? Sure, help yourself over there. When you're done, put one of those suits and follow me. He still needed water, clothes and shelter, and mainly a way to get back to the city. He would have rather helped him later, once he had all his needs fulfilled, but there was so much urgency in his voice, he could not help it but hurry up, drink some water, and wear that suit. He guided him through the facilities and down the stairs to what it seemed to be the basement. What he saw there was a medical room, extremely lit lights, medical equipment, a doctor and a patient laying on a bed. Surely someone had to take care of the patient, but to take care of what? Wasn't it weird, the hospital there in the middle of the desert? However, he had a job now, and he wanted to help and get the hell out of there. Ask them for a ride back to the city, or for some means to get there, and then he would do the job and go. What's going on here? Is there a surgery in progress? Come quickly, let's grab this guy before this starts to get ugly. We do brain surgeries here. People come here, they want to be better, and not in the religious way. They want to be faster, smarter, more astute, more adequate for the lives they lived. They want to have some advantage, let's say. What we do here is that we implant our software hardware in their brains, and then they are enhanced. They can go back home and beat the world, provided, that is, that they go back home. Our system is still being tested, you know. However, these people are so desperate, they take it anyway. It's a risky operation, but we have heavy contracts and heavy lawyers in case something goes wrong, which does often. We have had a few failures. I'll show them to you once we are done with this one. So, brain surgeries, so enhancements. Why would these people be so desperate to even try a brain surgery where they implanted something in their brains that was still being tested? What the hell was wrong with these people? And what were these failures he was talking about? Clearly, it was an interesting place, brain surgeries for life enhancements. Why should someone try that? Would he try it? Would you try it? Here they are, our failures. We keep them here in a way proudly. It's funny how their families allow us to showcase them here. I guess they didn't quite like them. We can't explain the mutations and the strange biochemical reactions in them, but we still can't explain why they get so big. Here it was, their famous walk of fame. These people have been the unlucky ones who couldn't stand the surgery. They all wanted to be better. Well, at least they got way taller, and some of them even got friends attached to their bodies. That could mean something, couldn't it? The corridor kept going for a long distance. It was surprising how many failures they had had. If there were so many failures, how many people that had overcome the surgery were out there in the world, beating it? That was a good question. Maybe he could ask the guy. How many out there, you asked him? Well, there are plenty. Unfortunately, I can't give you that information. But let's say that you have met one or two in your life, most likely. It's all a matter of saving time, you know. We enhance their abilities, their reasoning, in overall, all their skills. Therefore, they can go and do their things faster. We humanity, have never been able to reach the fountain of youth, infinite life. But let me ask you something. What if you could live 4 or 5 times in a lifetime? Would you try it? Would it be worth it for you? That's what we do here. We make them live faster through the use of their own skills, their own mindsets. Simply, we enhance them. Enhancing their lives by giving them increased abilities that would allow them to experience more things and this way live faster? That seemed interesting and maybe appealing, but would there be any trade-off? What if you became too smart, too knowledgeable, everything too easy to grasp, to understand? Reading between the lines without having to read. What would a world like that be? Would it be a bit boring? Or maybe boring was as it was before the surgery? Look! Let's get out of here! Another failure? They hadn't had luck in the last 5 attempts. They should try to solve their issues before the next one. And what kind of failure was this one? Why was she so frightened? That was a close one. I hadn't seen some reaction like this. They were always so peaceful. Have to check out the formulas in headquarters. Well, I guess being left out alone in the desert can be quite an adventure sometimes. They sure did have a failure this time. This one went wild. What about the structure, their testing facility? Would they build a new one? And what about that huge door? Did they take their creatures out for a nightly walk every now and then? There are so many things in this world that are not easy to understand. Some of them are quite random if you like. Hopefully, someone will be smart enough or perceptive enough to know, to understand what it is about, what happens in this secret world. And please, explain.